I'd love to see the Wolverines test this Columbus secondary deep, throwing a deep ball to Frank Battle, see what he can do one-on-one.
After all these runs, I think that the Wolverines could run a play-action pass, maybe hit Frank Battle or Silvestri out of the backfield or something like that. You know, those are guys that are senior playmakers that can really make things happen, and I'd like to see them get them the ball in open space. And Columbus, the Explorers really giving Frank Battle a lot of space. I want to see Wolverines take advantage of that. And there's the pass to Battle.
Flag thrown for a possible late hit on the Columbus Explorers.
That's a good play by the Wolverines there. And that's a penalty against the Explorers, and this is what the Wolverines need. They need to make these plays, keep their rhythm going, and then they get big breaks like this, a penalty against the Explorers, and it moves the ball up, gives them a first down and new opportunities here.
Great call by the referee there. Frank was clearly out of bounds, and the Columbus defensive back took the tackle a little further than the sidelines and got called for it.
Yeah, big mistake by the Explorers there. You know, this team is driving, and now they get a penalty called against them, and the Wolverines need to take advantage of that and keep pushing the ball and see if they can score here.
Very important for the Wolverines to make sure they keep possession of the ball. A turnover here would be deadly. They can't rely on George Powell anymore. They got a new kicker, so they got to make sure they can get him in range and make sure they take advantage of this field position.
And up the middle to Giannis again, and the Explorers are just there for that. They know that's coming. They have 4 or 5 guys hitting Giannis as soon as he crosses the line, and you know the Wolverines have been having success with their quarterback Danny Hernandez rolling to the outside and making some passes into the flat. I think they should stick with that, and maybe a play action pass over the middle. But right now that run up the middle is being stopped easily by the Explorers.
That's what Columbus is used to seeing from this Wolverine offense.
Let's see what the coach comes up with here. Danny Hernandez under center at the 26-yard line. Looking to make something happen here. Hernandez.
Speed option. Gets to the edge.
Gets a block by Mario. Picks up 3 or 4 there. Nice run there by the quarterback. Good block by Mario Robina.
A couple of injuries or players that are inactive for this game. Gio Pinto, who was injured over the summer, tore his ACL. He's out. Also, offensive tackle Johnny McHighland. He is suffering from the flu, so he's out for this game as well.
And now Daniel Portuondo, a bad loss for the Wolverines. In the first few plays of the game, he went down after making a great tackle on the quarterback.
Pitch to Mario Robina with some blockers.
Some blockers ahead of him. Good run there by Mario. Takes it to about the 12-yard line. Looks like that'll be enough for the first down. The Wolverines move the chains and are looking to punch in a touchdown right here. Looking to take the lead against a good Explorer team. Really moving the ball nicely here.
The outside run that Belen is running is killing the Explorers.
Yeah, the wide receivers have really been blocking well, been blocking the Explorer defensive backs really well, and they've just been opening up holes for the running backs and for Danny Hernandez to make passes, and I think that's what's leading this Wolverine team to make this push. And it looks like there's an Explorer down. The ref's calling a timeout so that the trainers can come check them out.
If you're just joining us, Columbus scored on a flea flicker in the beginning of the game. That put it up 6-0 and missed the extra point after a unsportsmanlike conduct called after the touchdown.
And the Wolverines, this second quarter, have really been pushing the ball nicely, slowly moving their way upfield. And now they are at about the 12-yard line looking to punch in a touchdown. with 9:30 left in the second quarter. The Explorer down, looks like it's number 8, Mike Sierra.
Middle linebacker.
That's a big loss for the Explorers, the middle linebacker. He's been playing well today, and he's like the leader of their offense. He needs to plug up the middle and to cover the running back out of the backfield, and that's going to be a big loss for them. Hopefully the Wolverines can take advantage.
Thankfully, Sierra's able to walk off the field under his own power.
Yeah, that's a good sign for the Explorers, but it doesn't look like he'll be coming back until maybe the second half. Looks like they're going to take him to the locker room. Now the Wolverines at the 12-yard line, looking to make something happen here. The pass to Frank Battle, the mismatch.
Touchdown!
Touchdown
Wolverines!
The mismatch we've been calling all day. Frank Battle against the smaller defensive back. They finally attacked it. Frank Battle showing his athleticism, making a great catch there in the end zone.
Frank Battle going completely over the cornerback for the Columbus Explorers. Huge mismatch. Takes advantage of it. Great throw from Danny Hernandez.
And he made sure to keep both feet in. Great pass by Danny Hernandez, but an even better athletic catch from Frank Battle, showing what he can do, showing why he got recruited by UConn.
Hopefully we can see this extra point go and see the Wolverines take an early lead in this second quarter.
The Wolverines, if you're just joining us, the Wolverines just
extra
tied
point
it
is
up.
good.
And no, they just took the lead 7-6 against the Columbus Explorers. Wolverines looking to make the upset here.
I'm a big fan of this play call from the Wolverines early. Opening up letting Danny Hernandez do what he can do. Get the ball to the playmakers. Hopefully this Wolverine defense can make a stop, get the offense back.
Yeah, Wolverines really moving the ball nicely. The mismatch that we've been looking for all game. The big Frank Battle against the smaller DBs. They finally attack it, and Frank Battle catches that pass for a touchdown. Great play call, great pass, great execution by the Wolverines. And let's see if their defense can stop this Explorer offense from scoring.
Wolverines are able to get this crowd really into this game after that touchdown. Columbus side seems pretty quiet.
And slowly and steadily, the Wolverines move down the field and punched in a touchdown to take the lead against the Explorers with 9:10 left. And now they're looking to kick it off to a dangerous offense. Let's see if their defense can get it done.
Nanu Pujal set to kick it off for the Wolverines.
The Wolverines getting pumped up after a great catch by Frank Battle. And let's see if their defense can stop this great Explorer offense. And you know, they slowed them down last time, but let's see if they can completely stop them this time, you know. Wolverines getting pumped, and they're looking to make something big happen here.
Hopefully Wolverines can contain this kickoff return. Very important not to give up a big play. Nano with a good kick. Good stop made for the Wolverines.
Stop there at the 30, a 30-yard return from the Explorers, and they'll get their offense started at about the 31-yard line.
Flag thrown on the play.
First and 10 from the 31.
Wolverines defense looking to make something big happen here, looking to stop this Columbus offense and get the ball back to their offense.
Waiting for official confirmation on the penalty.
And the Wolverine seniors are really getting into this game, trying to get into the heads of the Explorers and trying to give the edge to their team.
Penalty flag on the play. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Wolverines.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on both teams. Those penalties will offset.
Explorers take the field now, looking to start their second series with the ball.
Wolverines need to make sure to keep those foolish penalties away. Can't let that happen.
They need to keep containing the wide receivers like they've been doing and to make sure that they don't give up any big plays. And there the running back picks up 6. And the Wolverines making a nice stop there. That play could have, if he would have gotten another good block, that play could have gone big.
Gain of 6 yards on the play. 2nd down and 4.
Quarterback for the Explorers looking to get something going here. Looking back to the running back. A nice open field tackle there by number 21, Ariel Jimenez. Good tackle there. He's been playing well for the Wolverines, and they need him to keep playing well.
He's recorded a lot of big tackles, both in the backfield and in open space for the Wolverines.
Tackle made by number 27, Luis Giordano.
Looks like Columbus picked up the first down on that, or they're going to measure. Nope, they're going to give it to him.
First down for the Explorers with 7:50 left in the 2nd quarter. They're looking to move the chains again. 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line.
This Belen defense is really led by Ariel Jimenez and the defensive line. Oh, bad throw from quarterback Tucker.
And it looks like he felt rushed there. You know, the defensive line of the Wolverines has been getting a little push in there and making him think twice about double clutching and holding the ball in the pocket.
A nice pro comparison for Columbus quarterback is Ben Roethlisberger. Same type of body build, play the same type of game, tough to bring down. Doesn't seem like the Wolverines have brought a lot of pressure up the middle.
And there looks like the quarterback for the Explorers and a defensive lineman for the Wolverines got into a little scuffle there. You know, Wolverines just trying to set the tone and let them know that they're here to compete. And a good tackle there for the Wolverines, only giving up a yard at max, and they've really been playing well this this series. Let's see if they can get a big 2nd down stop here.
Looks like there's a flag on the play on the Explorers. Holding again, that's gonna, Columbus has been hurt by penalties early.
And that's the break that the Wolverines needed. After some good tackles, they caught a break there, and now they have 10 more yards to try to hold the Explorers off.
Columbus keeps going for these short throws, have the receivers running some slants.
And there's the quarterback keeper. And it looks like he's going to be brought down at the 38-yard line. Some nice blocking and a nice run there from the quarterback Byrne.
Gain of 8 yards. 3rd down.
Wolverines facing a long 3rd down here. I mean, Explorers.
Big 3rd and 12 here. Let's see if the Wolverines can get a stop and give the ball back to their offense.
Columbus looks like they're going
Byrne
deep.
Looking deep.
Oh,
and the pass is caught. And he just picked the pocket right in between the two Wolverine DBs. And a nice pass there and a catch by Rollins right in the gap, kept his feet inbounds, and that's a 1st down for the Explorers.
Ball sailed just over the Wolverine cornerback. They're playing a little zone coverage. Find a gap in the zone.
Yeah, Wolverines looking to make the big interception, and all they needed to do was knock the ball down, and they would have gotten the ball back.
Defensive coordinator Delgado does not look happy with that play from the Wolverine defensive back.
There's a water break on the field now. And what do you think the Wolverines need to better on defense to stop, well, to slow down, if not stop this Columbus Explorer offense?
I think the Wolverines need to play a man coverage, play tight on the Wolverine wide receivers. Don't give them those easy throws.
Yeah, I think the Wolverines need to just go for the stop and not the big play against these Columbus Explorers. You know, they'll pick you apart like that, and they just need to keep tackling right, and they need to keep playing the solid defense that they've been playing. If they keep doing that, then the Wolverines have a chance in this game.
It's tough for the Wolverines. It's a big game, one of the biggest games of the year. Everyone's trying to go for the big play. You got to just make sure to stick to what you know. Get your defense off the field.
And it looks like Byrne in the shotgun here.
Burns hands it off up the middle.
Wolverines make a good push there and get a good hit.
Great tackle by Gio Menocall there up the middle.
And they need good play from Gio Menocall and Ariel Jimenez, two juniors, but they've really been playing well. And if they keep playing like that and the defensive line keeps getting a good push up the middle, then it's going to be a good game for the Wolverines.
Menocall and Ariel have really been the two MVPs of this defense early in this first half.
Columbus Explorers pick up the first down there.
That play call has been, that play specifically has been wide open for the Explorers this first half.
I think the Wolverines need to try to make a jump on that pass. I mean, every time the quarterback's rolling out this way, he's hitting that guy down the sideline, and the Wolverines need to make a jump on that, and they need to be expecting that. I think they need to be a little bit more aggressive on the defensive end. Maybe send a couple blitzes in there, try to get some pressure on Burns, try to keep him on his toes, you know.
I'd love to see Gio Menocall. He really has only been tested in the run. I'd love to see some blitz from the linebackers. Burns rolls out to the left. Austin Maloney breaks a tackle.
Looks like he dove for the first down there. That's what the Wolverines can't afford. They can't afford to miss the first tackle and let the wide receiver pick up extra yards like that. If they are going to give that up, that's just extra yards, and they're just making it easier for the Explorers to score.
That's good for another Columbus Explorer first down.
I really don't think the Explorers were expecting this from the Wolverines. They seem to be a little surprised.
Yeah, the Wolverines have really come out and set the tone. Now the
Burns
Explorers,
keeps it, has the
rolls out.
wide open check down. Great tackle from Ariel Jimenez in the open field.
Down to the 10-yard line go the Explorers.
First pass is complete to number 41, Anthony Guayo. Tackle by number 21, Ariel Jimenez.
The Explorers have really gotten their way against this defense with the pass. And those little rollouts by Burns. He's always had a receiver open every time he's done it. And the Wolverines need to put some pressure on him, I think. Make him, or get a good hit on him. Make him think twice about rolling out of the pocket like that. Burns is making it look too easy. See if the Wolverines' goal line defense can step it up.
Columbus with 3 wide receivers out. Burns looks to pass. Check down is wide open. Touchdown Explorers.
It's another touchdown for the Explorers. And they're just making it look too easy against this Wolverine defense. A little check down. Linebacker couldn't get there in time. Wide receiver made a good block, and then the DB missed a tackle. And you know, that was just too easy of a score for the Explorers.
That pass has been there all game for Burns. He's getting some easy yards.
It looks like they're going to go for the 2-point conversion here to try to get back that point that they lost from missing the extra point attempt. And a timeout called by the Wolverines. Getting themselves set up, see if they can stop this 2-point conversion.
An ocean of opportunity. What does it mean? In 1982, it meant the start of something new. To some, it looked like a trailer. For us, it felt like home.
Wolverine offense really got to move the ball nicely, and they got some big plays. The defense, though, has been they've been looking pretty good against the run, but that rollout pass by Byrne has been looking too easy. It doesn't look like they're really putting pressure on him. It looks like he's just rolling out and he's just playing pitch and catch with his running backs and his wide receivers. What do you think the Wolverines can do to try to make that harder for him, to try to put the pressure on him?
I think the Wolverines could send mental call into some zone coverage, maybe put a QB, put a running back spy on, follow that running back around, don't let him get those easy yards.
Yeah, that running back has just really been catching passes, and he has a lot of field to work with, and that's dangerous. This running back is really good, as you saw in that last touchdown play for the Explorers, and this Wolverine defense needs to step it up.
Look for Columbus to run a screen maybe, or a short throw over here on the top of your screen.
See if the Wolverines can stop this, and there's the screen.
And he's tackled.
Like Wolverine stopped him right there. That's a good play from the Belen Wolverines. A good stop there. They stopped the 2-point conversion, and now it's a 5-point game. Any score here, any touchdown score here will put the Wolverines up. Wolverines
look like they're expecting that screen, even though the Explorers sent that third wide receiver in motion. Stayed determined and made the tackle.
Yeah, the Wolverines couldn't stop the touchdown, but at least they stopped the 2-point conversion, and they give their offense a chance to take the lead here. Going to go into the half.
It's going to be nice to see Danny Hernandez try to run this short option.
There's 3:43 left in the second quarter. Wolverines looking to receive the kickoff here from the Explorers after they scored a touchdown but failed to convert the 2-point conversion.
Look for Ariel Jimenez and Mario Urbina. If they get the kickoff, they have big playability to break a tackle, make the first man miss, and take it. In the first game for the Wolverines, Ariel almost had a kickoff taken back for a touchdown before getting tripped up by the kicker.
Let's see if the Wolverines can get a big play here out of the special teams unit.
This one's going to be returnable for Ariel.
Ariel takes it to about the 25, and that's where the Wolverines will start their second series on offense. Let's see if they can keep that same, their third series on offense. Let's see if they can keep that same momentum that they had in their last series.
Your dad's sitting down there confused.
First and 10 from the 25-yard line.
And you know the Columbus Explorers have to be on their toes now after a really surprising play call. That whole second series for the Wolverines, you know, they really pulled out everything. Let's see what else they have in the tank. Let's see if they can score before halftime. 3:33 left.
That play has just not been there for the Wolverines. That up the middle, the Columbus is expecting that. Columbus is only playing one safety back. I'd love to see Frank Battle run a streak and just try to beat the defender and make a play on the ball.
Yeah, that run up the middle has really been stopped every time. And yeah, like Powell said, if they can get a play action or just a man to streak up the middle, there's only one safety, and if he goes to help, then you have the running back. If he doesn't, you have a wide receiver wide open down the middle. And I think Frank Battle, once again, he has that mismatch and he has that big playmaking ability.
They get the ball to Frank early.
Taken down, but not after he picks up 3 or 4 yards there. And Danny Hernandez has really been looking good, rolling out of the pocket and making those passes. And the Wolverines looking at about a 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6. And they need to convert this. They can't give the Explorers the ball back.
Looks like the Wolverines got a tough spot there. Looked like Frank had a lot more yardage on that reception than they gave him.
It's a 3rd and 7 for the Wolverines. Let's see what Danny Hernandez and the offense can pull off here. Looks like they're going to run an option. And Hernandez looks like he's going to be taken down short of the first down marker. And the Explorers call a timeout, looking to get the ball back.
tough possession for the Wolverines there. Looked like nothing was working up the middle. Got a tough break, and Hernandez had no option on the running play. When the Wolverines or when the Explorers get the ball back here, it's important for this defense to make sure they keep it a one-possession game going into halftime, because the Explorers do get the ball in the second half.
Yeah, the Wolverines just need to slow them down, hold them out of field goal range, make sure they don't give up any big plays now. Only a minute 45 left. They just need to hold this Explorer offense. If they could do that, then they can make up for this first half. They can get some more big plays in the second half. They can go into the second half only down one score, and they have a better chance.
It'd be nice to see punter Nano Pujals get a good one off here. Give the Explorers a lot of field to work with coming down the field. Good snap. High pump, but very short for Nano Pujals. Gets a good bounce. Oh!
Bobbled by the returner, and there's a flag down.
Penalty flags on the play.
Great turnout for this game tonight. Lots of fans here in attendance.
Lots of fans here to watch a big rivalry. And so far, it's been a pretty good game. Wolverines have been playing well on offense and have been playing all right on defense. But they could play better, and I think that they could stop this Explorer offense if they just play a little bit more aggressive, send in Gio like you were talking about, send in Gio on a blitz or something. Just make sure that they keep the Columbus quarterback on his toes. Make sure that he doesn't have his way easily against this defense.
Delay of game penalty called on the Explorers.
Delay of game on the Explorers, going to push them back a couple more yards. Columbus has a minute 30 to work with left in this first half to get the ball up the field in scoring range.
And Wolverines defense going to try to make a stop here with a minute 30 left. And it looks like it's going to be a quarterback keeper. And Gio Menacall on the tackle there. A 1-yard pickup. Good stop there by Gio Menacall. And that's the play that they need from him, coming up the middle, making those big stops.
Explorers trying to hurry up, not trying to waste any timeouts. Short pass wide open for the Explorers over the middle.
And that's a first down for the Explorers, moving the chains. They're running a hurry up, and that pass just looked too easy. Wolverines need to get a hand on Burns or on the ball. Try to make this harder for him.
Wolverines playing very far off the receivers, giving them these wide open looks.
Check down to the wide receiver.
Great tackle in the open field.
Tackle by Ariel Jimenez.
Jimenez has really been the MVP of this defense. Multiple tackles. Really saved some big plays for the Wolverines.
Wolverines trying to hold the Explorers on a 2nd and 10. Burn back to pass.
Intercepted by the Wolverines!
Picked off! And he returns it to the 40-yard line and with 25 seconds left.
Horrible decision from quarterback Burns to make that throw. Nothing was there.
Big interception there. That's the play that the Wolverines needed. 24 seconds left, though. Look for the shot to the end zone or the short pass to try to get Nano Pujals in field goal range.
Wolverines with one timeout left. Love to see him take a shot over to Frank Battle. Give him a nice mismatch with that Columbus cornerback.
And the Wolverines, Joseph Garcia makes a good jump on the ball, picks it off and takes it to the 40-yard line, really making the best of his opportunity in this game. Danny Hernandez now. Doesn't look like there's going to be any safety help on Frank Battle. Would really like to see him take a shot on to him right here.
Wolverines run a trick play. Frank is, oh, flag on the play. Looks like it was a late hit on the thrower. Might cost the.
Nice play call there from the coaches, but number 15, Joseph Sirera, couldn't make the throw to a wide open Brennan Silvestri. Would have been a touchdown, but the Explorers get called for a penalty.
This may put the Wolverines in field goal range, give them another chance to take a shot at the end zone.
Joseph Sirera, though, had a man wide open, just underthrew him, almost intercepted by the Explorers, and the Wolverines catch a break there.
Blen is really opening up this playbook in this at the end of this second half.
And it looks like the Wolverines are in field goal range, but it looks like they're still going to try to take a shot to the end zone right here. Try to tie this game up, if not take the lead against the Explorers.
Very important for Danny Hernandez to keep possession. Make sure not to turn over the football late in this first half.
Really daring play call there from the offensive coordinator of the Wolverines. Let's see if Danny Hernandez takes a shot here. Got Frank Battle over here, and they have Joseph Sirera on the other side.
Danny looks to throw it up to Frank.
Frank goes up. Oh, just knocked down. Knocked out of his hands. They took a shot to Frank. Looks like it was thrown a little bit short. Frank had a chance there, though. Incomplete. 11 seconds left. And the Wolverines almost had another touchdown there.
Great defensive play from the Columbus cornerback to break up that pass.
Looks like Danny Hernandez just should have thrown that a little bit higher. Frank has the size on him. Just throw it where your receiver can get it and no one else can reach it. You know, big Frank there. Caught the last touchdown pass. I like them going to him again. He has the mismatch. He has the playmaking ability. Let's see if they take a shot at him again or if they go over the middle and take their last time out to try to get a field goal.
Frank's lining up at the top of your screen against the same cornerback. Oh, it looks like they're taking this the same shot with a different wide receiver.
And the pass is to Joseph Sirera, and it looks like it's going to be offensive pass interference. That's what it looks like. Joseph Sirera didn't even go for the ball, just put a hit on the DB so it wouldn't get intercepted.
That is a very bad decision from Sirera. This might push him out of field goal range here.
That pass was underthrown, though. Overthrown. Sirera was a little bit short, and he didn't have a chance to make a play on the ball there.
I would have loved to see him go up to Frank again. I don't think Columbus was expecting them to go to Sirera.
It looks like the Wolverines are going to be out of field goal range, so they're going to just try to take a shot to the end zone. Yeah, the ball's going to be moved back to the 40-yard line, and that's out of field goal range for Fernando Pujols, I think. And it looks like Danny Hernandez is just going to try to take a shot to the end zone with 4 seconds left in the second quarter. It's a 2nd and 10, and they have the mismatch with Frank. Let's see if they try to take advantage of it. DB giving Frank a lot of space.
Columbus still testing with that one safety back.
And it looks like
timeout Explorers.
Timeout. They're going to try to set up to stop this Wolverine attack with 4 seconds left. Wolverines are going to take a risk and try to take a shot at the end zone. See if they can take a lead in this game with that, and if not, they're going to have to step up the defense in the second half.
I want to wish everybody very good luck tonight.
Mulatto Tires has provided its customers with the quality products and services they deserve for over 3 generations. Our mission is to provide you with superior quality passenger and light truck performance tires and rims at affordable prices.
Ariel Jimenez over here on the sideline trying to get this senior section into this game right before halftime.
Mulatto Tires provides total service including brakes, suspension repairs, and alignments. Mulatto Tires has 2 locations in South Florida to serve you with experienced and certified technicians. Find us on the web at mulatto.com.
On my journey across America, I found new ways to tell people about saving money. This is Bobby. Say hello, Bobby. Hello, Bobby. Do you know you could save hundreds on cars?
Looks like they're lining up Frank, top of your screen, against the...
Looks like they're going to run a 2 safety set, though. They're going to be cheating on Frank. Still think that they're going to take a shot to him. If not, they're going to just run out the clock here, I think.
Belen runs it up the middle.
That was a good play there. Brennan Silvestri actually had a nice run, but that's going to end the second quarter, and the Wolverines are going to go in at halftime down 5 points. They had a couple chances to hit Frank Battle in the end zone, but they couldn't convert there. Good defense by the Explorers.
Great showing from these Wolverines early. Showed a lot of fight, a lot of grit. Should come out in the second half. Hopefully test this Columbus quarterback, force him to make another mistake.
Yeah, this has really been the complete opposite from last year. Last year at the half, it was something like 18-0. Wolverines were out of the game within the first 5 minutes. This year, Wolverines really putting up a good fight, showing the Explorers that they're in this game to win it. They've really pulled out every play from the playbook, and they're surprising many people here.
Wolverines did a good job limiting the big plays. Ariel Jimenez making a lot of open field tackles, just stepping up.
Yeah, and Danny Hernandez has been able to roll out of the pocket, make some easy throws to his wide receivers, and he hit Frank for that touchdown on a great play call. You know, they had a chance here with that trick play. Joseph Sirera throwing the ball to Silvestri. He was wide open. Sirera underthrew him only by a little bit. That would have been another touchdown and a big play for the Wolverines. That would have put him up. And but you know, it didn't go their way. They had a couple more chances, couldn't convert. But we're gonna look they're gonna look to step up the defense in the second half.
We're good?
Belen Vs class of 1991. Hello, I am Danny Palacios, Christopher Columbus, class of 1997. Carlos Garcia, Belen Vs class of 1989. On behalf of my partners and dedicated staff at GSK, CPAs and consultants, and Welcome Package, I'd like to welcome everyone to this year's Belen Vs Christopher Columbus football game. We are proud to once again be a major sponsor of this game that means so much to this community. It is one of the most anticipated annual events for these two great Catholic high schools. We'd also like to wish all participants, coaches, and
Right now, we'd like to say thank you to the 2014-2015 Belen business partners for their support and commitment to Belen Jesuit. This year, our partners are AA Uniform, Leon Medical Centers, Baptist Health South Florida, Coca-Cola, Jose Milton and Associates, MBAF, Catholic Hospice, Mercedes-Benz of Coral Gables and Cutler Bay, TD Bank, and Sabadell Bank. Thank you for supporting us.
The Belen Alumni Association of Jesuit Schools from Cuba and Miami would like to thank the following tailgates and game sponsors: Warren Henry Auto Group, Sedano Supermarkets, GSK CPAs and Consultants Wealth Advisors, Libby's Nectar, Coca-Cola, FPG Wholesale Incorporated, First Bank of Florida, Peterson and Espino PA, PAAST Certified Public Accountants and Consultants, Mar Azul Marine Group, Bank United, Link Construction Group, Mega Discount, Kawi Bottling, La Caja China, and Doink Design.
27-12. Had a couple chances to take the lead at the end of that second quarter. What do you think the Wolverines need to keep doing to take a lead in this game and to win?
They got to keep opening up the playbook, spreading out this Columbus defense. It seems to have worked in the first half. On the defensive side for the Wolverines, they got to pressure the wide receivers, force the quarterback to make some tough throws. That should help them out.
Yeah, I think they need to put some more pressure on the quarterback for Columbus. You know, he's been getting it easy thus far, and I think with a little bit of pressure, they can cause some more turnovers, just like the one that Joseph caught at the end of that second quarter. And if they keep playing that solid run-stopping defense that they've been playing, I think we'll be good in this second half.
As we saw when the quarterback threw that interception, he was under some pressure. No one was open. He forced a throw that was not there, and ended up in a turnover for the Wolverines.
Yeah, the Wolverines just need to take advantage of those offensive opportunities. Like we said, at the end of that second quarter, they had a couple chances to score. And if they execute there, they're winning against a better team. And if they keep playing like that and they start executing on offense and they keep playing good defense, the Wolverines will come away with this one.
Columbus will get the ball to start the second half. Hopefully, defense can get an early stop.
Yeah, and the Wolverines, they need to start off with a strong defensive effort. They need to hold the Explorers. They can't let them score here, because that'll bust the game wide open. And you know, if the Wolverines get a stop here, get it back on offense, and they start moving the ball like they did on that scoring drive, Columbus better be scared, because this team is dangerous when they start moving the ball like they did.
Look for the Wolverines to play tighter man coverage, force this quarterback to make some tough throws. Look for Ariel Jimenez coming with safety help, trying to get a turnover.
Yeah, Ariel Jimenez and Gio Menacall really playing well on defense in that first half. If they keep that up, if the Wolverines keep taking advantage on offense of their mismatch with Frank Battle, you know, they'll really get some things going on offense, and they'll get into a rhythm, which I think is what they need to come away with this game. What else do you think they need to do on defense? What plays do you think they should run to try to put some pressure on the quarterback?
They can go with the simple cover two, put two safeties back for protection. Everyone else is man on the quarterback with a quarterback spy with Gio Menacall or Nano Macias. Either one would work. Both are very mobile. Both can get to the quarterback. So look for that. I'd love to see these wide receivers from Columbus get tested. They've had wide open receptions without any competition.
I want to see the Belen DBs put a big hit on at least one Columbus wide receiver, make them think twice about catching that ball and just running with it instead of turning around and seeing what's there. I'd also like the better in the open field. You know, they've missed a couple of the first tackles in some of the plays, and that's turned into touchdowns and bigger gains that could have been shut down with the first tackling.
Suspension repairs and alignments. Ladder Tires has 2 locations.
Get this game back into reach.
Wolverines need to focus on not giving up a big return here. Don't let this Columbus crowd get back into it early in this second half.
Number 10, Fernando Pujol, set to kick for the Wolverines.
Good kick from Nano Pujols. Play is called dead. Offsides on the Wolverines. Going to push them back about 10 yards.
And those are the stupid mistakes that the Wolverines can't afford. I mean, a good kickoff there, and they just they're going to need to kick it away again and give the Explorers a chance to return this one. They can't afford that, especially down 5, trying to come back.
These Explorers returners are very dangerous. Almost took one to the house against South Dade.
Yeah, Wolverines are going to need to get a good kick here, and they need to make a good tackle to hold these Explorer return men and to try to just give their defense a chance to stop these guys.
Good coverage is very important on this kickoff. Make sure limit the Explorers' return.
Nano getting ready to kick it away again.
Nano goes with the
Squib
squib.
hit. And that is returned to the 45-yard line. And an Explorer and a Belen
Looks like an Explorer.
special teams, man, they're getting into it there.
Looks like an Explorer took a cheap shot on the kicker.
Wolverines need to really play well on defense here. Columbus's good offense is starting off already almost in Belen territory, so they're really gonna need to step it up. You know, that penalty really cost them, and you know, they're really gonna need to play really well now.
Look for the wide receiver screen here early.
There it is. And that's what the Wolverines can't afford. They can't afford those big plays. Someone's got to put a hit on them. Make them think twice about just running through everybody. Make them try to make some moves. They can't let them just run north and south so easily like that.
Reception by number 15, Jerron Robert. Tackled by Medical.
Gio Menacall being subbed out, limping off the
Looks
field.
like he got a little banged up on the play. And EJ Santos is coming in. He's going to look to step up and try to take the place of Gio just for these few plays.
I'd love to see one of these Wolverine corners jump one of these scream routes and take it to the house.
You know, they have that capability. Joe Garcia showed it when he picked that pass off. They just need to get the call, and that's a nice run up
Flag
the
on
middle.
the play. Looks like a hold on the Explorer is going to bring that bone back.
Brought down by number 21, Ariel Jimenez.
Good tackle there by Ariel, but you know, that running back just got up the middle, untouched by the defensive line, got straight into the secondary, and Ariel had to stop him from scoring a touchdown.
Looks like they're bringing this one back for a holding.
Yeah, Wolverines caught a break there. That defensive line at least has got to get a hand on those running backs and slow them down at least a little, so the DBs and the safeties can come up and put a hit on them.
Surprising to see this Explorers offensive line get all these holding penalties. They're a very experienced group.
And Gio Menacall getting stretched out. Looks like he pulled something in his leg. Hopefully he's all right, and hopefully he'll come back.
Wolverine corners just giving the Explorers receivers all this space.
And that Explorer receiver just carried 2 or 3 Belen DBs with him for another 3 yards. That's what they can't afford. They need to bring them down with one hit. They got to go low. They're not going to be able to tackle these bigger Columbus receivers by hitting them high. You know, it's going to take more than one of them to try to do that.
Second down and 11.
Columbus has really not tested Ariel over the top.
Ariel's a dangerous safety. He can make some big plays. I don't think they want to take it there. And there, Wolverines getting a stop, but not after the running back picks up 6 or 7 there. And there's a man down. Looks like it's EJ Santos. That is EJ Santos down with an injury. He just went in for Gio Menacall, who's still being stressed out now, and that could be a big loss for the Wolverines.
This is really going to test the Wolverines' depth at that position. Max Fernandez coming in for the injured Wolverine, number 16.
Yeah, you know, the Wolverines... EJ Santos looks like he's really banged up there. He's in some grave pain there. Trainer's taking a look at him, and
Max Fernandez has been taking reps with the first team all week. He should be ready for this moment.
And EJ's going to need to be helped off the field. 2 big losses for the Wolverines in this game. First quarter, Danny Portuondo, and now EJ Santos, who they really needed after Gio had to limp off the field. Tough loss there for the Wolverines. Hopefully EJ's all right, and hopefully it's nothing very serious. Wolverines now really need to step it up. That's their second defensive player down. Yeah, like you said, Powell, it's really going to test the depth of this team, and hopefully they can come up with some big plays here.
Looks like the Wolverines slid one of their corners over to the.
And it's shotgun, and it looks like he's going to roll out. Oh, and almost knocked out there. And it looks like they called it incomplete. Almost picked off there by number 20, Joseph Garcia. He almost got another pick there. Looked like he got a hand on it, and that made the Columbus receiver bobble it. I think this is going to be 4th down, and Columbus is going to try to kick the field goal here.
Looks like the Wolverines slid a cornerback over to linebacker when EJ Santos went down and put in Max Fernandez at corner.
And the field goal kicker for Columbus in warm-ups has been on point, but he missed an extra point earlier today. Let's see what he does here.
That line drive.
Doesn't look like he made that one either. Wolverines catch a break on a good defensive play. Let's see if their offense can get going and take the lead here.
Great job for the Wolverines.
Yeah,
very poor kick from this kicker.
Yeah, watching him in warm-ups, you would think that he was hitting like 50-yarders. You would think that would be a walk in the park for him, but the extra point and now this really he's kept Belen in this game. They've caught some breaks, and hopefully their offense can take advantage and take a lead, which they've had multiple chances to.
Again, we saw some pressure coming off the edge from this Wolverine special teams. Wolverines have to go 80 yards to get a score here.
Timeout, Wolverines.
And a timeout called by the Wolverines. They're going to talk it over before they start their first possession. The Explorers have been there every time, and they've been ready for it, and they've been able to stop it.
Looks like Danny Hernandez is lining up in shotgun formation, something we don't see from the Wolverines that often.
A lot of blockers, and Silvestri looks like he maybe picked up 1 or 2. Had a lot of blockers in front of him, but the Columbus defense just swarmed in and got him.
Jimenez on the carry, brought down by Escobar. Gain of 1. Second down and 9.
Wolverines setting up in some weird formations here, looking to confuse the Columbus defense. Danny Hernandez takes the snap. Looks like he's going to run the
blockers.
option. Nothing there.
Flag
Stop
on the
for
play.
a 2 or 3 yard loss, but there is a flag on the play.
Hernandez on the carry, brought down by number 26, Trajan Bendy.
This is going to bring the Wolverines back inside their 10-yard line.
Penalty flags on the field.
It's going to be 3rd and long for the Wolverines. Hopefully they can just get some yardage here to make the punt a lot easier for Nano Pujals.
It looks like the refs are going to talk about what the penalty was about. It is going to be a long 3rd down for the Wolverines if it's against them or if it's not. They just need to start getting going like they did on that scoring drive. You know, they really got what they wanted and they took advantage of it. And it looks like it's going to be against the Wolverines holding.
Penalties are declined.
But the
Both
penalties
penalties
declined. It's going to be a third and 9 for the Wolverines, and they're going to look to get the 1st down here. Maybe a pass to Frank Battle over the top. No safety help. Let's see how they attack this 3rd and 9. Another flag there. Looks like it's going to be against the Wolverines again, and yeah, false start against the Wolverines. You know, they can't afford those stupid penalties.
Flags killing the Wolverines early in the 2nd half.
They had a good spot. They had a chance to really attack from where they were at. Couldn't really get much going in the beginning, and now they're just being pushed back by penalties. And now they're just struggling to get a 1st down, nonetheless push the ball into the end zone.
The Explorers look like they're spying the safety as if he's playing, as if they're playing man coverage and he's dropping back to help with the coverage of Frank.
You've really seen the Explorers try to run the ball a lot, but that's not what's been working. So far it's been the passing game. Let's see what they do here. It looks like the safety's going to cheat in, and Frank's going to be one-on-one. The run play goes over the middle to Yanez, and he gets it back to the 20, and it looks like the Wolverines are going to have to punt it away.
Giannis on the carry. Brought down by number 39, Dean Mayetsu. 4th down.
Wolverines just need to make sure they have a good snap on this punt, nothing goes wrong, and give
they're going to
the
need a
Explorers
clean
a
punt
tough.
from Nano, and a good snap there. See if they can at least try to pin these Explorers deep so that their defense has a chance.
Wolverines have gotten a lot of breaks this game and just have not taken advantage of those opportunities.
Yeah, the defense hasn't had ideal conditions, but they've made the best of it. The first possession for the Explorers, they had it at the 40. The Wolverines were able to stop them, not let them score.
Hopefully the Wolverines can get some pressure on this punt return here.
Yeah, hopefully they can get a nice snap, a nice punt, and a nice tackle. Try to pin the Explorers deep. Oh, a bad snap there. Nano Pujas fumbles it. He gets taken down at the Wolverine 8-yard line. It was a low snap. Nano bobbled it, and now they really put the pressure on the defense to try to hold Columbus to a field goal. It's a tall task for the defense, but they're going to have to try to do it, you know.
Wolverines had some trouble in the very early of the game last year, and that really just set the tone for last year's game, leading to a rout for the Explorers. Nano also had a low snap in the first half that he was able to control, but that one he can just not control.
Yeah, the Wolverines have had some issues with their long snapper for the past few years. There's the handoff. Wolverines able to get a nice tackle there. Running back only picked up 2 yards there. Good tackle. It's really going to be tough for the Wolverines to try to hold this Columbus team to no score here. But it would be an accomplishment if they just hold them to a field goal.
Looks like the Wolverines have had Geomedical step back in zone coverage, trying to shorten those and put some pressure on those short Explorer throws.
Yeah, good news that Geomedical's back for the Wolverines, and hopefully he could be a big factor here. Quick slant. Oh, dropped by the Columbus Explorer. He was open. That would have been a touchdown if he had that in his hands. Looks like the throw was a little bit behind him, but it was catchable. That
was intended for Austin Maloney, arguably the best wide receiver on this Explorers team, who will be playing his college football at this stadium in Saturdays.
The defense catches a break there. Now 3rd and 9. Going to try to stop him here. There's a flag on the play.
Looks like the flag is going to be on the Wolverine coaching staff.
Sideline warning for the Wolverines.
It was just a sideline warning, no penalty. Look for the Explorers to try to exploit the new cornerback. Max Fernandez with a great hit.
Good hit there by the Wolverines.
Great hit from Max Fernandez. Oh, but a flag on the play. Very poor judgment. Great job by Max Fernandez to jump that route. He knew that screen was coming.
Looks like it's going to be a flag on Max Fernandez, though. Way to jump that route. It was a good hit there. He sniffed it out and he stopped it. And the flag is going to be, it's going to be against Max Fernandez. Personal foul. And that's going to be a first down, I think, for the Explorers.
I don't think the flag was on Max Fernandez. I think it was on the help that was coming after they blew the play dead. I think number 7 came in for the help and just took a cheap shot on the dead play.
That was a big mistake by the Wolverines. They finally got the stop that they needed, and then they come up with a stupid mistake like that. You know, you can't expect to win a game when you're playing sloppy like this.
Very poor, very great read from Max. Reading the screen pass
by Max, but you know, these sloppy plays have haunted the Wolverines. On offense, they couldn't get anything going, and now they finally get a big stop on defense, the stop that they needed, and then they get called for a penalty, and they just can't afford these calls.
Wolverines are just hurting themselves right now, giving the Explorers everything. Looks like the Explorers are going to kick the field goal here.
It was a 5-yard penalty, so it's still going to be 4th and 5. Field goal kicker comes out. He looked good during warm-ups, but he's 0 for 2 thus far. Let's see what happens here. See if the Wolverines can get a block or force them to miss here. Number 7, Francisco Castellanos jumping, trying to distract him, and it looks like that one's no good. A third miss by the kicker. And that one was from 15 yards out. You know, he's been making the big ones, the 45-yarders and 35-yarders in warm-ups, but he can't hit the ones that count in the game, you know.
The Wolverines are getting a lot of breaks. They need to take advantage.
That's really going to come back and haunt Columbus if the Wolverines can finally take advantage on offense.
Poor snap and a poor hold from the Explorers lead to a missed field goal.
And you know, the Wolverines catching a lot of breaks. They need to take advantage here. 7:18 left in the 3rd quarter. They could really make a push here, and they could make a score and take the lead here. against a better Columbus team. They've had the chances. They just need to finish.
That field goal would have still made it a one-possession game, forcing the Wolverines to go for 2. Now they can take the lead with a touchdown and maybe go for 2 to try to make it a touchdown game or a field goal game. Wolverines run up the middle.
Maybe for 2 yards. Wolverines really haven't been getting anything up the middle against those big defensive linemen for the Explorers. Why do you think the Wolverines strayed away from that, from Danny Hernandez rolling out and making those short passes?
I think they thought the Explorers would come out in the second half expecting that, so they try to throw them off with the shotgun, which the Wolverines really are not used to running, and that really just threw them off. They had false starts, holding, a lot of bad plays, so look to see them get back to the style that they're playing in the first half, try to get the ball to Frank Battle.
Yeah, the Wolverines getting back to that original offense, run the ball, period. You know, the rolling out and the passing, the trick plays, that's what was getting Columbus. I just don't know why they strayed away from that. That's what was working. That's how they scored their touchdown. I think they need to get back to that if they want to finish and win this game. Looks like there's an Explorer down.
I would love to see Frank get a nice streak. Hopefully Danny Hernandez can hit him in stride and really poke some holes in this Explorer secondary.
I think they need to get the ball to their wide receivers. You know, their wide receivers are the playmakers of the team. They're the fastest people on the team. You got to get them the ball. Let them do what they do best. Let them make people miss and go the extra yard. Let them gain their yards. Don't try to run the ball on a defense that's been stopping you all game.
Good to see that the Wolverine coaching staff has a lot of confidence in this new quarterback. They're allowing him to showcase his talents early, and really paid off for them.
Yeah, Danny Hernandez really played well. He's been playing well this whole game. Had that touchdown pass. Had another pass that could have gone for a touchdown, but a great defensive play by the Explorers. If it wasn't for that, Danny Hernandez would have 2 touchdowns, and the Wolverines would be winning right now. His defense has really come up big in this second half, giving him a chance to take the lead.
Frank Battle lining up on your near side of your screen. Nice quick throw.
The pass goes to Frank. He bobbles it, but he comes up with it. That's what we need to see. I think that they should go deep, though. You know, they're giving the cornerback a chance to come up and put a hit on Frank, and he doesn't really have time to catch it, turn, and make a move. I think they have to try to get it to him on the run, get it to him in some space.
That's more of a first down play call. I don't like that call on second down because it leaves them with a 3rd and 7. That play is supposed to be meant for some short yards, some easy yards. But if you call that on second down, you leave yourself with a long 3rd down.
Yeah, it's a long 3rd and 6. Wolverines really need to convert here if they wanna push and contend with this Columbus team.
Oh, looks like a offsides penalty gonna give the Wolverines a first down.
Wolverines force the Explorers to jump, and that's what they need to keep doing. If they're not going to be able to get it on their own, you know, they don't mind getting some charity yards from the Explorers, and that's going to turn it into a 3rd and 2, 3rd and short now, manageable for the Wolverines.
Look for the Wolverines to give the ball to either the fullback or quarterback keep with an option on this 3rd down.
I think the Wolverines need to take more chances. They need to challenge this. You know, this secondary hasn't shown much. The 2 throws that have gone back there have been a touchdown and a batted down pass. If they keep attacking down there, I think they'll find some holes. Frank will be able to get in the gap, and he's really fast, and he's a big guy. He catches a lot, and he can get into the end zone.
On Saturday, September 20th at 7 p.m. The evening will have dinner, drinks, and music to dance the night away for all who are
6 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, and the Wolverines have had many chances. And once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors and business partners. Thank you for your support and commitment to Belen Jesuit. We'd like to thank AA Uniforms, Leon Medical Centers, Baptist Health South Florida, Coca-Cola, Jose Milton and Associates, MBAF, Catholic Hospice, Mercedes-Benz of Coral Gables and Cutler Bay, TD Bank and Sabadell Bank. Thank you for your support.
And that's good for a Wolverine.
Looks like the Wolverines picked up the first down there. Great
Like
play call, ran it straight up the middle, just got easy yards.
Yeah, it looked like they got a good spot there and they moved the chains. That's what they need. They don't need the big plays. They just need to little by little inch their way to the first downs. And if they keep doing that, they keep pushing the ball, the chances to hit Frank in the open will be there. And I think they just need to take advantage when they come.
I'd love to see Frank run a double move here, split the Columbus safety and the cornerback.
Frank is getting a lot of single coverage here, and it looks like that's what they're going to do. They're going to throw it up to Frank, and he is underthrown, and a bad pass there by Danny Hernandez, his first mistake of the game, and that is returned back to the 28-yard line of the Wolverines. That is the first mistake by Danny Hernandez. He had Frank open, underthrew him. Frank didn't see the ball, couldn't come back for it, and that really is a big mistake. You know, you're driving, they finally got some momentum, and now they threw a pick. Now they're going to leave it to the defense to try to get it back.
That ball was very poorly thrown, very high in the air, easy to predict for the cornerback.
Penalty flags on the field.
There's a penalty flag, though.
Really gives this defense another, the offense just keeps putting the defense into tough positions. Again,
Yeah.
Wolverines not taking advantage of their opportunities.
Defense has been coming out strong in this half. They made a couple plays, but you know the offense isn't executing. They're not doing what they have to do. There, they finally got into a rhythm. Danny Hernandez made his first mistake of the game under some pressure, but you know that's a pass that you got to complete. And now the Wolverines defense is forced with another big defensive play that they need to make, a big stop that they need to get for the Wolverines to keep getting chances against this Columbus team.
Max Fernandez still on the field for the Wolverines. Made a big stop on 3rd and goal. Look for him to bring some pressure off the edge.
Good move there by the Columbus running back. Ran over the middle linebacker, number 4, Andres Guisasola, and he took it all the way to the 12-yard line, to the 8-yard line.
Brought down by number 16, Max Fernandez. And number 7,
Max Fernandez, a touchdown-saving tackle, and that was the first mistake by the Wolverines defense in the second half. Almost a 6-point mistake, but they got lucky there. Max Fernandez saving a touchdown. The offense, though, you can't put all this pressure on your defense. They gave you 2 chances, and you couldn't take advantage there. You couldn't even give them a couple minutes to rest. And now defense is coming out, and they're forced to make another big play, and let's see if they can step it up.
Columbus lining up in the I formation, something we haven't seen since the first half. Completely blown up by that Wolverine D-line.
Great defense there by the Wolverines. They saw that, came up, made a hit, and had a tackle for a loss there.
Another tackle between Max Fernandez and Mark White. Max Fernandez really coming into this game and becoming a key player after EJ Santos got injured.
And it looks like Gio Mena calls off the field again, too. He's getting stressed out some more. The 2 middle linebackers, the starter and the backup, are down. That's not a good sign for the Wolverines, but that's just giving some young guys some chances to shine and to step up.
Wolverines have really been hurt, especially defensively, by injuries early in this game with Daniel Portuando going down. They're starting defensive tackle, and now Gio Menocall and EJ Santos getting cramped up. Another play blown up by the Wolverines.
Play blown up by number 14, Handler Portal. That is a great play there. He blew that up. Another tackle for a loss. And that's what the Wolverines need. They need to push like that. They need to get a spark, some excitement in this game. See if they can get stuff going on offense and keep playing well on defense.
Hopefully Wolverines can force another stop here, forces Columbus kicker to make a field goal, which we have yet to see him do, either on extra point or on easy field goals. If they limit them to a field goal, this is still a one-possession game.
Yeah,
Watch for the
Wolverines.
screen on the top of your screen.
Columbus here going to the end zone, and that looks like it's overthrown. Almost picked off by number 7, Francisco Castellanos. But it was thrown out of bounds. No way his receiver could get there. Way overthrown, and it looks like they're going to bring on the field goal kicker. 0 for 3 thus far. He hit everything in warm-ups, but it just looks like he's choked during the game. Let's see if he can finally hit one.
Now the student section sarcastically chanting MVP towards this field goal kicker who has missed every single attempt tonight.
3 minutes left. Columbus is still up 12-7. And the Wolverines just trying to distract the field goal kicker, get him to miss another one. The snap is there, the kick is up, and it looks like that one's going to be good.
The kick is wide again.
Oh, good.
Columbus kicker has yet to put one through the uprights.
0 for 4. Now you're just thinking this guy has a lack of confidence. He's not believing in himself. He's just thinking about the players. He's not thinking about the field goal.
It'd be very interesting to see if
he has single-handedly kept Belen in this game.
It'd be very interesting to see if the Explorers come out with a new kicker next time if they have one on their depth chart.
Yeah, the coaches can't be happy with the performance thus far of the kicker. 0 for 4, and he was really looking studly in the warm-ups, hitting 45-yard field goals. But in the game, he hasn't shown anything. And that run for the Wolverine is 2 yards. The defense playing well, field goal kicker playing poorly, giving Belen a chance, but they can't capitalize on offense. That's what they need. They need a good offensive play. A spark gets them excited, gets them to play tough, and they need to take some more risks like they did in the first half when they scored.
I'd love to see them get the ball to Mario Robina in the flat, let him do what he does best and make defenders miss.
Yeah, they've been running up the middle, and that defensive line for Columbus is too big for our offensive line. And those outside runs really got us some big yards. The scramble passes. I think we need to go back to that if we're gonna come back in this game.
They give it out to Mario in the flat.
Mario gets
he picks up a couple yards.
Picks up 3 or 4. See, but that's what we need. We need to force the Columbus DBs to tackle us. Mario broke a couple tackles in the first half, and he picked up a couple yards. And I think that's what we need to keep doing. Mario got some good blocks from the wide receivers in the first half, and we need to keep that going.
Mike Montag with his first tackle of the night has been one of the best defensive players on the Explorers. Has been very, very quiet this evening.
Long third down, 3rd and 6. See if the Wolverines can complete this. It looks like Frank's coming out of the game, and Columbus has got to be expecting a run here. That's what they've gotten all the first half, and I think that's what they're expecting here. Let's see what Danny Hernandez has set up. A double reverse there, Mario Rabini up the middle, and it doesn't look like there's anything there.
The Explorers see that coming every single time, especially lining up with one receiver outside. They're not going to throw the football.
Number 34, Pedro Garcia, was supposed to hand it off to Mario. If he would have just kept that wide open field, he had no one there to stop him. That would have been a big gain. But up the middle, they've just had nothing going for them. The defensive line for Columbus and their middle linebacker and their linebackers in general have just been there to stop all those runs.
Another Wolverine down on the field.
And once again, the offense is leaving it up to the defense. 4th and 6. They're probably going to punt it away. It was Joseph Sirera that was down. And they're going to need a good punt here, and they're going to need their defense to step up once again. Hopefully this time they get a clean punt off, and at least they give their defense some room to work with.
Every time the Explorers have started off with the ball, besides the kickoff, they've started off on the Wolverine side of the field and have yet to convert. Hopefully the Wolverines can get a nice turnover here. Make sure it's just a clean punt. Hopefully we don't jinx anything.
They need a clean snap here, and Nano just needs to do what he does best, just kick the ball and let his teammates get down there and make a clean tackle and give their defense some time and some room to work.
Another low punt.
That one gets tipped, and it's going to roll to the Belen side of the field again. You know, that blocking on the line for the Wolverines has been under average. You know, Nano had a man in his face, almost blocked. That could have been returned for a touchdown. Blocking needs to step up. At least Nano got it away. Good heads-up play by him. But, you know, the defense has got to play really extremely well again now. Try to get another stop for their offense.
Another very low snap for Nano to handle. Good thing he was able to at least get that one off and push the Explorers a little further back than what they've been used to this half. Hand off to the running back. Still running. Picks up the first.
Looks like he ran to the 35. See, those missed tackles is what the Wolverines can't afford. You hit him the first time. That's the time when you got to take him down. And they missed that, and he picked up 5 extra yards. Picked up a first down because they couldn't take him down. Play action, and he's gonna be sacked.
Quarterback gets sacked.
Sack, number 14, Handler Portal, a huge sack, and that's what the Wolverines need right there.
Portal has come into this game, made 2 very keen tackles in the backfield, forced this Explorer offense to look for new openings on that.
Yeah, he's taking advantage of his chances. 2 tackles in the backfield. He's really showing why he deserves to play in this game. That's one of the biggest sacks of the game. You know, the Columbus quarterback tried to get his man open. He slipped, and that just gave Handler a chance to bring him down. Good clean tackle there, and that's just a big play for the Wolverines. Hopefully that sparks them.
Wolverines have really shown the depth on defense with all the injuries. These backups have just come in and just fought for spots. Max Fernandez being one of them, and now Handler Portal coming in and just getting some big tackles.
Consultants who welcome back. I'd like to welcome everyone to this year's Belen Vs Columbus football game.
We are proud to once again be a major sponsor of this game that means so much.
Win. Right now? Thank you to the 2014-2015 Belen business partners for their support and commitment to Belen Jesuit. This year, our partners are AA Uniform, Leon Medical Centers, Baptist Health South Florida, Coca-Cola, Jose Milton and Associates, Catholic Hospice, Mercedes-Benz of Coral Gables and Cutler Bay, TD Bank, and Sabadell Bank.
The Wolverines defense here. It's the start of the 4th quarter now. They need to get another stop here and give their offense the ball so they can give them another chance to score. Oh, and that's a big run up the middle, a big hole. The running back is still going, finally dragged down, and he just made up a bunch of the yards that they lost on the sack. And those are the big gains that the Wolverines can't afford, especially now.
Now the Columbus has a very manageable 3rd down. We've seen
from a 2nd and 21, it's come down to like a 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, and the Wolverines are going to need another big stop here. And the field goal kicker for Columbus, even though he's 0 for 4, is still in range and is capable of hitting these field goals.
This may be 4-down territory for the Columbus Explorers.
That looks like it's a 1st down there, and the number 1 wide receiver for Columbus catches another one, moves the chains. That's to the 15-yard line, and the Wolverines defense gave up an easy one there.
Just one play can turn this game around completely.
1st and 10 from the 16.
Looks like Columbus is going to take a shot to the end zone here. 4 wideouts, and they hand it off up the middle. Running back gets it to the 10. And good tackling there. Wolverines need to keep this going. Looks like number 2 for the Wolverines, Mariano Macias, is limping off the field. And he's down.
Wolverines have just been killed by injuries tonight. Injury timeout. Like we said earlier, this is the closest game we've seen in the past couple of years in this annual rivalry game.
Yeah, the past 9 years haven't been such great games. This one wasn't expected to be a good game. It was supposed to be another blowout for Columbus, but Belen really impressing with their defense and with that offensive score. We would have liked to see some more. We would like to see some more shots to Frank Battle to try to challenge that secondary, which hasn't shown us much. But overall, the Wolverines have played well. Plagued by injuries, like you said. This is like the 5th injury of the game. But, you know, the defense is still sticking strong. And they need to come up with another big stop here on a 2nd and 5.
Wolverines the Explorers have tried to shy away from those short passes, those screen passes. Looks like Belen cornerbacks have noticed that on-demand coverage. Quarterback draw.
Looks like it's a quarterback draw right up the middle. Doesn't look like he got much. Good stop there by the Wolverines.
Word on the keeper. Gain of 1 yard on the play. 3rd down.
3rd down. They called it it's going to be a 3rd and short, a 3rd and 1. And Wolverines, this is a big 3rd down for them if they can stop them right here. That's a quarterback keep, and it looks like they just pushed it for the 1st down.
Another Wolverine down on the field. This time it looks like it's a defensive end, Mark. No, that's not Mark White.
Looks like it's Carlos Rodriguez, the defensive end.
That's a big loss for this Wolverine defense after Danny Portuano
goes down. Looks like he's able to walk off the field by his own power, though. Hopefully he's okay. And hopefully he can come back. And it looks like number 33, Manrique Iriarte, is going to come in, see what he can do for the defense.
Just very good replacement for Carlos Rodriguez, another defensive tackle that the Wolverines have lost out on.
Now it's 1st and goal. The Wolverines need a big stop here. The Explorers have been driving. They have a chance to score. The handoff up the middle, and it looks like that's a touchdown. The Belen defense has been able to hold up all game, has been able to stop the Columbus Explorers when they've been pinned back. But it looks like the Explorers got the best of them on this drive. They just pounded them with the run, and then right there up the middle, P.J. Donaldson runs it in for the touchdown. That was an easy touchdown for the Explorers, and hopefully that sparks a fire in the Wolverine offense to see if they can get a score here. It looks like Columbus is going for 2. The handoff, and it looks like he's going to get it in there. So the Explorers take a 13-point lead. They go up 20-17, and the Wolverines really need to play their best football if they're going to try to come back from this one.
Wolverines have just not taken advantage of the opportunities that this Explorer special teams has given them. This defense has played extraordinary, even with giving up the 20 points. They've been put in tough situations, and time again, they've come out, even with the backups, even with injured players not being able to contribute. They've come in and they played well. This offense is not able to take advantage.
This is Leon Nicole, future Columbus Explorer cheerleader, class of 2014.
Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors. This year our sponsors are AA Uniform, Leon Medical Centers, Baptist Health South Florida, Coca-Cola, Jose Milton and Associates, MBAF, Catholic Hospice, Mercedes-Benz of Coral Gables and Cutler Bay, TD Bank, and Sabadell Bank. Thank you for your support and commitment to Belen.
Like we said earlier, these kick returners have explosive, big play abilities. Hopefully they can get some blocking, get a big call, and just take it to the house.
Yeah, this right now is what the Wolverines need. They need a burst of energy from one of these returning guys. See if they could give them some good field position, some room to work, and let's see what happens. Looks like they're gonna let that one go back for a touchback. The Wolverines will take it at the 20. And let's see what Denny Hernandez and this Wolverine offense has in store for us. 9:30 left.
One certain corner on Frank Battle. Again, lining up at the top of your screen.
And I don't know why the Wolverines keep running that same play. Run up the middle. I think they've run it 15 times in the game, and they've gained a total of maybe 3 yards. A play's really not working. I don't know why they keep trying to call it. Think they're gonna catch the Columbus team off like out of balance, but it hasn't worked all game.
I think the Wolverines, they've just struggled to do what they did excellent in the first half. They've gone away from the getting the ball into playmakers. After Danny Hernandez threw that interception, they have limited his reps and his throws. I'm pretty sure he's not made a throw since that interception.
Looks like there's an Explorer down.
Inside.
And this live cast is brought to you by the Belen Alumni Association of Jesuit Schools from Cuba to Miami. Thank you for letting this happen.
We'd like to thank Warren Henry Auto Group, Sedano Supermarkets, GSK CPAs and Consultants, Wealth Advisors, Libby's Neck Car, Coca-Cola, FPG Wholesale, First Bank of Florida, Peterson and Espino PA, PAAST Certified Public Accountants and Consultants, Mar Azul Marine Group, Bank United, Link Construction Group, Mega Discount, Kawi Bottling, La Caja China, and Doink Design.
That Explorer was able to limp off at his own power. That's a loss for the Explorers, and hopefully the Wolverines can take advantage of that. You know, they've had one-on-one matchups with Frank Battle the whole game. The time that they've taken advantage of it, he's caught the ball, one for a touchdown. I don't know why they strayed away from that. Here he goes. That's a good throw. Oh. Pass was dropped by number 34, Pedro Garcia, right off his fingertips. That was a good pass there from Danny Hernandez. Pedro just couldn't hold on to it. Those are the catches that you have to make. Down 13 against a good team like Columbus. You have to be able to make those catches. You have to be able to take advantage of those plays. Mario Robina looks like he's going to come in for number 6, Christian Estrada. And let's see what Danny Hernandez can do now. A big third down of 3rd and 10. 9 minutes left in the 4th quarter. And let's just see what this offense coordinator has for us. Once again, one-on-one coverage with Frank Battle. They could take advantage of that.
Wolverines facing an early 3rd and 10. Danny going to Frank. It's a better thrown ball. Frank has to start playing a corner there to break that one up, make sure it's not intercepted.
Yeah, you know, that ball, I think, again, was a little bit underthrown. Frank running down the sideline, and that ball was thrown to the inside of the field, right to where the defender is. If you're going to make that pass, that's an easy pass to intercept. You got to throw that to where only your receiver can get it. And I think Danny Hernandez has struggled making those passes today.
Now we wait to see if the Wolverines can finally get off a good snap, get a clean punt off, put the Explorers in some tough field position.
I would love to see right now a fake punt and see if Donald Pauls could throw for a 1st down. He finally gets a clean punt off. It's a nice one, and we got a man back there to, he makes a move, and he's going to bring that one back. Takes it to the 30, the 20, the 10, returns it for a touchdown.
The one time the Wolverines get a clean punt off, the coverage is very poor. The Explorers get some good blocks, and they just take advantage of it.
Yeah, the one time the Wolverines get a good punt off, like you said, return for a touchdown, couldn't make a good tackle, and you know, that's just, it looks like that touchdown just sealed the game. But the Wolverines could come back. They're gonna have to play their best football that we've ever seen, and it's doubtful, but they need to really work hard, and that's a big punch to the gut.
Let's see if the Explorers kicker can finally put one in through the uprights.
0 for 4 thus far today.
He finally gets one through.
He gets one. He gets the extra point, making it a 20-point game. Wolverines have time, have the ability, but so far they haven't gotten the play call that they need if they're going to want to come back from a deficit like this.
The Wolverines just gave up probably the biggest play of the game, something that they could not do if they wanted to stay in this game. Offense has not taken advantage of the opportunities they've gotten, and have only put up 7 points.
Across America, I found new ways to tell people about saving money. This is Bobby. Say hello, Bobby. Hello, Bobby. Do you know you could save hundreds on car insurance over the phone?
But once again, like we've been saying all game, these return men for the Wolverines have explosive ability. They could turn one loose. If they get a touchdown here, that could be exactly what the Wolverines need. Like we've been saying all game, a spark, try to get something going on offense, and cause and wreak havoc on this Columbus team. So far, they've been getting everything easy late in the second half like this.
I'd love to see the Wolverines line up with 2 wide receivers. Make sure that both cornerbacks have someone to deal with. Might ease a little pressure off the run game, open up some holes. This one looks like it's going to be returnable. Ariel Jimenez takes it.
He's going to try to return
no
this
blocks
one.
And is lit up at the 15-yard line.
No blockers ahead of him. Columbus came in and just slammed him. Nowhere for him to go. Brings it out to the 15, and that's where the Wolverines will try to take over. Danny Hernandez is really gonna have to get the play calls to throw the ball. He's gonna have to. The coaches are gonna have to trust him, and he's gonna have to put it on point. Last few passes have been short. You know, Frank Battle's a big guy. Just throw it up there, let him go up and catch that. He's bigger than the DBs on this team. But, you know, they haven't been able to take advantage of that mismatch.
I feel like the Wolverines have really gone to a one-dimensional offense in this half compared to the first half where they had options going. Here we finally see an option, and Danny Hernandez fights for a couple yards.
Hernandez makes a move, and he goes down, and then he gets hit, and he's still down, slow to get up.
Backup quarterback is junior Daniel Hondal, but Danny Hernandez looks like he's okay.
Looked like a late hit there, but I don't see any flags thrown.
Rising country music star, Red River Avery.
And the Wolverines really need to get a big play here. You know, they got to keep the defense on their toes. So far, Columbus has been able to predict everything that the Wolverines do. They need to get back to that first half offense.
First half, they had screens, they had options, just really messing with the Columbus, just showing Columbus what they were not expecting. This offense, it's all been runs and long throws that have not been working out for this Wolverine.
And that pass
offense
from Danny Hernandez is incomplete. That bounced at Frank Battle's feet. I mean, that's an easy pass that you need to make. Even if it's not a big gain, you need to make those short completions in order to open up the defense. And Wolverines now facing a 3rd and 9, back in their own 19-yard line. They really need this first down if they're going to stay in this game.
Frank Battle lining up at the bottom of your screen, and the Wolverines go with a handoff.
And they run it up the middle, and it looks like Giannis is going to maybe make it to the 25. Not enough for the first down, and the Wolverines are going to have to punt it away.
Giannis on the carry.
Hopefully this time we can get a clean snap, clean punt, and make a clean tackle. And hopefully the special teams can stay perfect this time and give their defense a chance to maybe make a big play and return a pick for a touchdown.
Nano punts it off. Great punt from Nano Pujols. No one there to meet the...
Good tackle there. Stopped at the Belen 45-yard line. And, you know, the Wolverines defense, I think they're going to have to cheat now. They're going to have to try to go for the interception. Down 20 with 6:30 left. You got to go for that interception. You got to take those chances in order to win this game.
They should start bringing some pressure up the middle with the linebackers. Columbus quarterback, they've been shying away from the short passes so far the second half. Maybe some pressure up the middle would force this quarterback to make a poor throw.
Has 2 locations in South Florida to serve you with experienced and certified technicians. Find us on the web at Volato.com.
And it looks like there was a penalty called there, a personal foul on the Wolverines. And those are just the stupid mistakes that the Wolverines can't afford now. Down 20, you need to play a perfect game in order to have a chance to come back. And then something like that happens. You had them at the 45, and now they're at your 30. And you know, they just can't afford that.
Columbus setting up in the I formation, trying to just run out the clock. Max Fernandez with the tackle.
And
Andres Fernandez on the carry. New quarterback in the game for the Explorers, number 3, Alex Ross.
Wolverines, that defense, Columbus Explorers are making it look too easy. They need to straighten up on those tackles. I think, like you said, they need to get some more pressure on the quarterback. He's doing whatever he wants with this defense, and they're not going to win like that.
Quarterback has only been sacked once this game.
Once again, we'd like to say thank you to our 2014-2015 Belen business partners for the support and commitment to Belen Jesuit. This year, our partners are AA Uniform, Leon Medical Centers, Baptist Health South Florida, Coca-Cola, Jose Milton and Associates, MBAF, Catholic Hospice, Mercedes-Benz of Coral Gables and Cutler Bay, TD Bank, and Sabadell Bank. Thank you for your support.
The Belen Alumni Association welcomes all members of the Belen community to attend the first ever Alumni Night at Belen Jesuit, a celebration of food, fun, and friendship on Saturday, September 20th at 7 p.m. The evening will have dinner, drinks, and music to dance the night away for all who are 21 and over. Admission is $30 per person in advance by visiting www.belenjesuit.org. Alumni Night. Hope to see you there.
It looks like Columbus brought out their second string squad. The pitch to number 30 makes a cut, and then the Wolverines are able to bring him down after a short gain, if not no gain.
Looking forward to the Wolverines schedule. If the offense can get in gear, start scoring some points, keep the defense off the field, this team will be a force to be reckoned with in division play.
Yeah, Wolverines really impressed me this game. There were the suspicions were that they were going to be blown out, but they came out, they played strong, they played with confidence, and at the beginning of the game it looked like they could run away with it, and then some costly mistakes, and then the Explorers were able to come away with it. And there's another run up the middle.
Flag on the play.
That Columbus scores on.
The flag on the play. This one will probably come back.
Holding on the
Columbus.
Explorers.
The Wolverines play their first home game of the season on Friday at De La Cruz Stadium.
And the Wolverines are just trying to stop this team from scoring again and see if they can get a score, not to contend for the game because there's only 5 minutes left, but to just to earn some respect against this Columbus team.
And looking forward to the future. It'd be nice to have some momentum running into the next game, especially on this defense that's played so well, has been put in tough positions.
And that right there would have been a touchdown if the running back wouldn't have slipped there. The Wolverines catch a break. And, it just looks like now that they're just playing lazy. That run looked easy, and he could have scored there if he wouldn't have slipped.
Surprised to see the Explorer starting quarterback still in the game. We should look to see the backup come in pretty soon. Oh, my mistake. The backup is in.
And the backup quarterback, Ross, is in there, and it looks like Columbus is going to call a timeout. Looks like they had some confusion there, and they're going to look to get it straightened up.
My parents are totally convinced that my ranch dressing habit is becoming a serious problem.
I told them I only eat squares. I would only crumble bits of pepperoni. I see it's one of those things.
They just don't understand how good it is. A special blend of cheese, the sauce, the crunchiness, the dough.
But I can totally stop whatever I want.
It's not a problem. I'm in complete control.
Max Fernandez comes on the safety blitz and gets a good hit on the running back.
Wolverines just trying to keep playing well on defense, just to practice for the upcoming games of the season. They actually played really well today. Their defense impressed a lot of people. They slowed down this Columbus offense for most of the third quarter, gave their offense a bunch of chances, and they just couldn't convert. And you know, it's upsetting. The Wolverines had a chance, and they just couldn't execute.
Columbus quarterback pitches to the running back, gets a couple yards.
He gets dropped after a pickup of 3.
What's really surprised me in this game, the defense's ability to go deep into the depth chart, get the backups, and they've come out and just really played well. Might get some more playing time upcoming in the division season.
And now the offense is going to take field. Let's see if they try to take a shot here with 3:15 left. Once again, Frank Battles had that one-on-one coverage all game. Hasn't been able to get a good ball thrown to him since that touchdown. And let's see if they attack the DBs now.
What do they do?
And there's a flag. No, it looks like a timeout for the Wolverines.
Timeout, Wolverine.
On behalf of Geico's local office, my name is Mario Suedas with Class of 91. I want to wish everybody very good luck tonight. Adelante.
Good evening, I am Ron Teasdale, Columbus graduate of 1985. We at SunTrust Investment Services would like to wish the Columbus Express good luck tonight.
I'm George Alvarez, Columbus graduate of class of 91, and I'm proud to be a part of the Explorer family.
And I'm Tucker Lopez, class of 1979, and proud father of 2 boys who also graduated from Columbus. Columbus has played a big role in shaping my life and my boys' future. Adelante.
Danny Hernandez still in the game for the Wolverines. Rolls out. Has wide receiver Mario Robina open, a little behind him.
Threw it really far behind Mario Robina. And Danny Hernandez has had some chances. He's made some nice passes. He's called some good plays, but his accuracy hasn't been there all game. And his inexperience at the quarterback position has really showed.
Made a great throw to Frank for that for the only touchdown. Had a couple nice checkdowns and a couple good read options, but other than that, his inexperience really has showed.
And there, Giannis picks up the first down for the Wolverines. 3 minutes left, and the Wolverines fighting to get upfield. Once again, one-on-one coverage for Frank Battle. Let's see if they decide to take a shot this way.
Hernandez rolls out. Great pass. Another
pass
drop
over the middle.
For
and that's going to be an interception. Return to the Belen 45. And those are the passes that Danny Hernandez puts in the hands of the running backs. And they're just bobbling them, and they can't hold on. That's not his fault. That was a good pass, but they just can't hold on, and that's plagued the Wolverines. That's like the third drop like that.
What does it mean? In 1982, it meant the start of something new. To some, it looked like a trailer. For us, it felt like home.
We want to thank the fans out there watching us tonight. Remember, you can see all the varsity home games right here on BTV. Next week, we take on Pembroke Pines Charter.
An ocean of
And now the Columbus offense is all lined up, but the quarterback isn't under center. And there's a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be a delay of game on the false start on the Explorers.
Strange penalty with a false start with no quarterback under center. Hopefully the Wolverines can get out of this game injury-free. Looking forward to start the division schedule.
The Explorer offense there, the running back, another hole. It's a good block and takes it all the way down to the Belen 30-yard line. And the blocking for the Explorers has, from the wide receivers has been really good. They've been able to open up some holes for the running backs, and the running backs have taken advantage.
Brought down by number 20, Joseph Garcia.
Explorers looking to just run the game clock out. Maybe put up another touchdown. Nice move out in the backfield. Get him a couple more yards.
And the run down to the 25. And 1:40 left in this game. Wolverines had a chance to take the lead at the end of the first half. Couldn't capitalize. And then in the second half, the Explorers took advantage of a hole in the middle. Got a touchdown running up the middle. And then on the first clean punt of the day for Nano Pujols, they were able to return it for a touchdown and open up this lead to a 20-point lead over the Wolverines.
Wolverines had a lot of opportunities early on. Defense got some key stops, even in this second half, just not able to convert into points.
Yeah, the Wolverines also had a couple of their key defensive players go down with injury. You know, that's tough, but they played through it, and they made some good plays without them. You know, the offense just couldn't convert late, and I think that's what led to the loss today. There's only a minute left now. Columbus has the ball at the Wolverine 23-yard line. Explorers been able to move the ball nice.
Max Fernandez showing corner blitz.
There's another handoff, and that's a big hole up the middle. Running back able to run it all the way down to the 11-yard line. And 30 seconds left now in the game. Looks like they're just gonna let the clock run out little by little. And Columbus is just gonna walk home with a victory here. Belen lost, but they earned Columbus's respect. This was supposed to be a blowout. Belen came out, played really well, showed heart, showed determination, and they almost came away with this game. Came down to a couple key plays, and a great game all around, better than we expected, and just a great performance by both teams.
Wolverines showed a lot of promise heading into division play. Should be a good season for them.
Oh, and once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors. We'd like to thank AA Uniform, Leon Medical Centers, Baptist Health South Florida, Coca-Cola, Jose Milton and Associates, MBAF, Catholic Hospice, Mercedes-Benz of Coral Gables and Cutler Bay, TD Bank, and Sabadell Bank. Thank you for sponsoring us.
The Belen Alumni Association of Jesuit Schools from Cuba and Miami would like to thank the following tailgate and game sponsors: Warren Henry Auto Group, Sedano Supermarket, GSK CPAs and Consultants Wealth Advisors, Libby's and Nectar, Coca-Cola, FPG Wholesale, First Bank of Florida, Peterson and Espino, PA, PAAST Certified Public Accountants and Consultants, Mar Azul Marine Group, Bank United, Link Constructor Group, Mega Discount, Kawi Bottling, La Caja China, and Doink Design.
This broadcast was brought to you by the Belen Alumni Association of Jesuit Schools from Cuba to Miami. All of you that tuned in, thank you for watching. Make sure to catch all varsity sports games here on BTV, and make sure to tune in next week as our varsity football team takes on
Pines Charter.